And joining us now are the priests who are in New York to tape a Christmas special, Father Martin O'Hagan, Father Eugene O'Hagan, and Father David Delargy. Thank you for being with us today. We're so glad to have you and be able to talk with you.
It's our pleasure.
Now, the new CD that you have is Harmony. It's your second CD. Maybe if you could tell us about that and perhaps how you came about to select some of the songs that are on the CD.
Well, yeah, the new album is called Harmony. It kind of, tries to capture, in a sense, the harmony that we have between ourselves, not only as priests, but as vocalists. We've worked hard on our kind of sound over the years, and we sat down to try and choose the content of the second album, really on the foot of the success of the first one, which took us all by surprise. A great, wonderful blessing for us all. And so from the list that we originally drew up, we went back and revisited that list and chose many of the pieces that are on this second album. Lovely ones like How Great Thou Art and Amazing Grace and the Our Father, songs that are really, really well known. Some classical pieces, like the Ave Verum by Mozart and Stabat Mater by Pergolesi, pieces that are really wonderful pieces of music in their own right, and we've had a wonderful opportunity to sing from that world of music. The Benedictus is a new piece by Carl Jenkins from his Mass, The Armed Man. This has a really modern feel to it, and the harmonies are quite wonderful and beautiful. We've a song that we wrote ourselves called King of Kings, which is suitable for all the kind of liturgical seasons around the year. It'll be interesting to hear what people's critical feedback on that one is. And You'll Never Walk Alone from Carousel, which, although not a religious piece, is it lifts the spirits.
Now, you had a wonderful orchestra there. What was it like to work with the Royal Philharmonic?
Well, I mean, we went down to Abbey Road, of course, famous in itself, with the Beatles, and we even did our synchronised, I must say it was very well done now, synchronised walk across the zebra crossing, and were captured. But we went into the studio in Abbey Road, and the Royal Philharmonic were playing, and the first piece we actually heard was the piece we actually composed. And to hear the sounds and the depth of the music, and how they were all interpreting the piece that we ourselves had grappled with and composed was wonderful. It was like watching a birth, if you like, of something that we'd put so much hard work into. They were absolutely superb. And I must say their sense of togetherness and musicality comes across in the album.
Did you break out into any Beatles songs while you were there?
Oh yeah, we had our hand at Eleanor Rigby.
We did.
Eleanor Rigby.
Now, this is your second CD, as you mentioned, and I was wondering if you ever envisioned the response that you've received when you guys first started together, first started singing, and did you ever envision yourself at this place right now?
No, I don't think that any of us could ever have imagined that we might find ourselves in this situation. I mean, we've been singing together in various contexts, in choirs, in a liturgical context, in stage shows and operas and so on, and very content and very happy to be having those kinds of musical experiences. And then to have the opportunity to record a debut album and a second album on the back of that is just unbelievable, really.
Wow. And I understand that, did you just have a tour, some tour dates that came out for the UK, and
right,
you have tour dates coming up?
We have tour dates coming up, not until May and June, because we have to work very hard well in advance so that we can kind of coordinate our respective diaries. Being in 3 different parishes with 3 different kind of types of demands on our time, we have to look ahead to the future. So we've done that, and we have a series of dates for the United Kingdom and Ireland, and we have 2 dates on continental Europe, one in Paris and the other in Madrid. So we're looking forward to that. We'll be visiting London, Birmingham, Manchester, Glasgow, Belfast, Dublin, places like that, and in beautiful theatres, about 2,000 to 3,000 seaters. So yeah, we're looking forward to that with great excitement.
After doing some tour dates for the first album too, I was wondering if you could talk about what life is like on the road for you, and maybe some of the routines that you go through, and I suppose it was all sort of new to you last time, but maybe if you could give us an idea of what life is like out touring.
Well, certainly it does bring its own little pressures insofar as you've got to keep a rhythm where you're grounded in the midst of all that's happening around you. And I suppose the sense of prayer is important for all three of us, but sometimes life can be quite frenetic.
Sure.
What we're very impressed with and will always be is the sense of teamwork from the crew to the orchestra, to the conductor, to the choirs that come, and how they're able to blend with the music. And you might have a different orchestra on the given night that you're singing, and indeed the same with the choir. But the conductor is generally the same, and that's good to have that anchor man there. But just the organisation that goes into this has been incredible, and the energy that has to be put into it as well. We have to be on top form, and musically and physically we have, because it's quite a draining experience when you're out there on that stage. And yet the sense of buzz and excitement and the adrenaline is flowing, and the sense of communication with the audience is wonderful. And you do come off the stage quite tired. You always need a little day to rest in between concerts, and sometimes they're back to back. So generally we do our best to keep a good balance in the midst of all, but it's very exciting.
Is it sometimes good to get back to the parish and back to parish life?
Absolutely.
Yes, back to sort of normality again, yes.
Where can people learn more about the new album maybe, and about maybe some of your upcoming tour dates, and how would they go about finding out about that?
Well, we have our own website, www.thepriests.com, and you'll find all the information that you need there about tour dates and all about the new album, and it's all there for people to read, thepriests.com.
Great. Well, it was a pleasure talking to you. Thank you so much for joining us. Good
Thank
luck
you very much.
with the new CD, and if you're ever in the area, please drop by here at the studio. So we'd love to have you.
Thanks very much.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so much. God bless.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Now let's go back to the rest of This Is the Day.